Hello everyone. So today I'm going to do a haul, and I've never done one of these before, but I think I'm going to try it and see how it goes. So the first thing I'm going to show today is probably going to be the biggest thing, so I can just get it out of the way. So I have in this jar a whole bunch of the Winsor and Newton brush markers. They're like the pro markers, but if you were to buy a pro marker, it would have a bullet nib on this end instead. So yeah, I got these, and I've seen tons of people using them, especially because of all of the PR videos people have been doing. I just want to try them out. So I got the midtones and the pastels, and I took them out of the packages because I am not one of those people who just leave stuff in their packages either. Not all of them are exactly lighter or darker shades of each other, but I like them quite a bit. So these are the colors. Don't mind this is a paint marker that didn't work out. So these are the mid-tone and these are the pastels. I like them a lot more muted than the packaging shows. So got these, got some good greens. I don't have any greens in Copic, so pretty glad to get those. Next I'm going to show this pencil case. Got this from Jet Pens, and that last one was from Amazon. I'll put the links in the description down below, so if you want to check them out, you can. This one's from Jet Pens, and it does have some of my usual stuff in it. I just really like the novelty of these. I don't know, that you have to like wind them back up and stuff. But yeah, they fit really pretty nicely. This pencil is quite new, so it's really long, and it's like the longest thing I have in here, but it fits really well. So I think the longest thing I could put in here is probably a Kurotake brush pen, like this. This is not new, but this is quite a long pen, and it fits pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with this. Not everything in here is actually new, it's just what I typically use. And it stays shut really well. I think it's because of like the kind of plasticky pleather that it is. It kind of grips itself, so yeah. Next couple things, I'm going to show these loose pens. So starting with this one. This is a Pilot brush pen. It's a felt tip. I have the Pentel pocket brush pen, and it's similar to this, only this one is a felt tip. And that's also from Jet Pens. So the other thing I wanted to show is this new water brush from Caran. We all know our Pentel water brushes, and they have the squeezy bottom. Well, this one has like a really strange syringe style and a push button way of getting the water out. And I've tested this a little bit, and the other weird thing about it is it's a felt tip. So it's kind of like how a Copic felt tip is, only it's really hard, and whenever it gets wet it doesn't really get squishier. It holds its shape really well, but it's almost like using watercolor with a pen, without having to use like a dip pen or something. But yeah, the barrel on it, I'm afraid I'm gonna squeeze out water if I do this, but it has a kind of syringe style. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, and I had been eyeing it for a while, so I decided to pick it up. The other loose pen I'm going to show you all that I got is a Posca pen. I've never tried Posca before, but I wanted to try the white one because I have an obsession with getting white pens. It's I think it's just the fine, it's not the extra fine tip, and it's got like a really strange like plastic piece that the paint comes out of. It's not a felt tip. I've used it a little bit. It will not go over ballpoint pen like I was hoping it would. It just kind of disperses it. So I really am just gonna have to use gouache paint with that instead. But it's kind of cool to have one, and I have pretty much every other white pen there is out there, so yeah. So we're getting to the end here. One of the last things I got was a fluid watercolor block. It's hot press, and that means it has a very smooth surface, and it actually has like zero tooth at all, which I love. It doesn't work that well with watercolor pencils like I thought it would, mostly because I've never tried them on hot press paper before, so it's my own bad, but I like it quite a bit with just the Winsor & Newton watercolor pans and actual pan paint instead of watercolor pencils, but I love it a lot. I did do one image with it, and this is whenever I tested the watercolor pencils. It is a little bit buckled once I took it out. I don't know, I think it was completely dry whenever I took it out, but I feel like I could have left it in there a little bit longer to get it to stay completely flat. So this is a little bit muddled in the skin, you can see, because I feel like I didn't know what I was doing and I was just pushing the paint around. But I think it turned out really well. I liked it quite a bit. The last thing I want to show is this acrylic Holbein gouache, and I've been experimenting with gouache for a really long time, but I feel like I didn't like any of the quality of paints that I had. And I've always bought like Reeves and Savoir-Faire, and I didn't like the quality of them at all. So I finally splurged and got this on eBay. And it is, I think, 11 milliliter set. So they're not huge, but they're also not small. So I like the caps a lot more than like traditional aluminum tubes. I don't know, I like plastic tubes more. So I really like the colors a lot, the quality's nice, and I haven't used it too awful much, but from what I have tested with, I think they are awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope this was kind of fun to watch. See you next week.